Hello, fellow YouTubers. It's your boy Juby the Kid. Today's topic of the video is going to be about racism. The whole concept of racism, the ideology, the whole perception and perspective of it, and how it's for simple-minded idiots. So let's start. I guess what makes humans above animals? We're not the strongest. We're not the fastest. But our intellect is what helps us be at the top of the food chain. Correct. It's crazy when you think about it, because, there's always a lot of talks about moving off the grid, leaving society. But when you think deeper on it, if everybody was in society, we'll be within nature. In nature, it's always a fight for your life. So it's cause me specifically, I always hate on society, how it's stupid, this and that. But I definitely believe there's a point that there's a possibility of creating a utopia. But everybody got to be on the same mental, physical, and spiritual level of thinking. And beyond the simple concepts of animalistic nature. But humans are a cross between God and animals. Yes, we can have animalistic traits, but we have the choice to be beyond that. But yeah, so basically, okay. So, yeah. I feel like, cause on an animalistic level, humans are tribal. And it's an animalistic trait. You stand by what you're familiar with, or what's comfortable with you, or what looks familiar to you. So, if you living on a village for years and you accustomed to a certain skin tone or culture or whatever, of course if you see something out of the ordinary, like a different skin tone or race come through, I guess it's in our nature or animalistic nature to this person stand apart, this person not part of the tribe, so get rid of them or whatever the case. I get that, but that's what makes us different from animals. Because we could think beyond that. We could look at things from a more higher perspective. We could look at things from a bigger picture. So I feel like people that are racist, they stuck on a lower frequency, a lower vibrational level. This show I love, Rick and Morty, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with. It had such a beautiful episode. I feel like to really enjoy Rick and Morty or understand, you gotta have a deeper intellect of thinking. The episode was about snakes. And basically, it's funny how they, making fun of, the whole concept of racism and how it's so stupid. Because the episode about snakes, it had a planet. And the snakes, they had two races on the planet. And they was beefing against each other. They was in war. One side of the snake was a green snake. And the other race was a brown snake. And they made a joke about, how stupid it is to go to war because a snake is just a different skin tone, but they are still snakes at the end of the same day. And that goes with humans. But this could be a topic for it. But at the same time, all humans aren't made of the same biological level, so are we really all the same? But that's a topic for a whole nother day. But yeah, so some people say we have soul contracts that we chose to come on this planet. I don't know. I question that sometimes. Did I really come here to suffer or to really experience this life experience? Don't get me wrong. I feel like we got to make a purpose out of this and live our truth and our purpose and make something out of this life and not have a nihilistic way of thinking, because just with a nihilistic view of thinking, it leads nowhere but just nothing matters. And that's a do thou will mindset, which is chaos out of order, which what Babylon or America or the whole world is becoming at this point. Chaos out of order, do thou will. And not just the Bible, they got many other books that reference. They say the Bible is basic instruction before leaving earth. And I get it. A lot of the teachings and the beliefs is there for a reason. And if you follow it, it shows life don't gotta be as hard, and you live a better life. Like, with as far as marriage, respecting others, this and that, or like just being disciplined, having a set of principles and rules you live by. Because as you see with hookup culture leads nowhere but everybody heartbroken, soul ties with people you don't really have a strong connection with, and all sorts of bullshit, which you can break if you do the work. But hookup culture that's a perfect example of why it's not meant for, like, I feel like it's not meant for everybody to just sleep within everybody else or whatever. You should have a deep connection. I definitely, like, maybe people say the old school way of thinking, believe that, like, you should have a high school sweetheart. This is what my heart value. I do value true love. Like, I do think it's real love, even in a fucked up society like this nowadays. But I do believe at one point that was the best way of living. If you look at the examples, couples that meet each other at a young age and stay together for the longest without stepping out, this and that, they live the most happiest, fulfilling life. So you speak on the concept of racism. No, like, if it was the case that we do pick our soul contracts to come here, which body, which I could slightly disagree with, I guess I get that, but if you come from a perspective, nobody chose the body we grew up in, unless we're not conscious of it. I know I didn't choose, hey, I want to be in a Haitian body, or like have this skin tone. We don't have that choice. A baby don't have that choice. A baby didn't say, hey, I want to be black, I want to be white, I want to be Indian, or brown, whatever the case. And even the whole concept of black and white, it's just bullshit and stupid to me. Because some cultures, they identify themselves by their race. So what makes it okay for Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, whatever, to go by, oh, I'm this and that. But Haitians can't, because I'm Haitian. Why do I got to accept that? Oh, I'm a black American. I would never say that. My culture from Haiti. It's not the same history as black American, even though we experience the same. But it goes like, nobody has the choice what body they grow up in. And you have a race that hate another race because they have a slightly different, because they got a different skin tone. Like, how stupid can that be? The simple-minded ideology thinking of that. That's what I'm saying. Racism for simple-minded idiots. Nobody chose what body they grew up in. Are you gonna hate another race because of that? And I'm not no ass kisser. I'm a Haitian. I'm a live by that and die by that. Like, I'm proud of my culture. But I didn't choose to. I didn't choose to become in this body or become this skin tone, whatever the case. And it's so crazy. People would hate another race or another person because of their skin tone. And I get it. I feel like it's maybe a little deeper. Maybe it's the perception of the way this race act or whatever. And I could get it because Haitians are pretty racist. Like, I mean, we may have the skin tone as black Americans, but Haitians are pretty racist to a certain extent. Like, don't be like black Americans, this and that. And I get it because it's the whole perception of, being a thug, gangster, or a vagabond, whatever the case. But it's like, I just feel like it's so stupid. Like, just because you grow up from a race, that don't mean you gotta act as if the whole perception of how that race naturally is or whatever the case. We don't choose the body we grow up in. So for somebody to have a racist ideology way of thinking, it's so stupid and simple-minded. It's low vibrational. It's not even smart. It's like, I follow an ideology that, like, I feel like everybody's racist to a certain extent too. Like, maybe even me, or whatever the case. I'm joking, but it gets to a point where you see the bigger picture and higher thinking and perspective of everything, that you don't stay on that wavelength. You treat, like, I don't want to say give people the benefit of the doubt, because a lot of times people are, like, you can read a book by the cover. Like, sometimes people are what they look like whatever, tattoos, this and that, but sometimes not always the case. The most gentlest people could be tatted up, this and that, but yeah, it's a very simple-minded way of thinking. It's stupid. Like, I don't judge people by I don't see color. I see spirit. They got bad in every race. They could be a white person that's evil as fuck. They could be a black person evil as fuck, an Indian. And it's just so stupid. And I'm going to conclude the video there. I might have a part 2 to this. But it's just something to think about. You hate this person because a body they didn't choose to grow up in. How stupid can you be because of that? It's so dumb. And like for a human race to grow, I believe they got continents beyond the 9 continents that we know, beyond the ice wall. I believe there's utopias on certain continents that we're not aware of. And I believe reason these so-called higher level beings or other humans that evolve beyond the simple concept of what we in now, especially nowadays. They had to come to the point to look beyond that. We don't choose that. We got to judge people by our spirit. We're all spirits. We just got different bodies, different vehicles. But that concludes the video for today. It's your boy Juby the Kid. Like and subscribe. If I could get monetized, gratefully. Appreciate any fans, people looking. And I'll continue to make videos every day. Peace.